Welcome to Biblical Studies Today, instructional videos. Want to think with you about a speaker shift in Isaiah 10:12. When I'm preaching or teaching through the Old Testament, I try to look at the Hebrew scriptures and then the Septuagint and look at Vaticanus of the Septuagint to just keep fresh in manuscripts. And I want to recommend also a resource, the LXX textual notes on the Bible. I will quickly turn to this in my study process because it will help me to note places where the Septuagint differs from the Hebrew tradition, and then I can turn to a resource like Vaticanus online, which I've linked in the previous slide here, and get some experience again looking at manuscripts. Let's begin with the Hebrew tradition here, BHS Isaiah 10:12. V'haya ki yavatza Adonai et kol ma'asehu bahar Tzion v'Yerushalayim pakad al Peri Gadol Lavev Melech Ashur. So we've got the Lord speaking here in the Hebrew tradition right here. It's the Lord speaking, the first person singular, F code. And here, though, we have the third singular. The Lord, when he completes his work, Ma'asehu, against Zion and against Jerusalem. And then we have a speaker shift. So this is third singular. And then we get first singular here. It's almost as if the prophet is speaking here about what the Lord's going to do, and then it's as if the Lord interrupts the prophet here, and the prophet is speaking for God, and then the prophet notes the Lord speaking for himself. It's an interruption. The Septuagint flattens that and just provides here third singular all the way through. Kai estai hatan sun telese kurios pontopoion ento oration kai en Jerusalem epoxe epiton nun ton megon ton archanta ton Syrion. Here it's third singular. The Lord will bring upon, and then we have the New English translation of the Septuagint here, he will bring, the Lord will bring, his wrath is elided. That is not in the actual Greek tradition here of the Ralph Septuagint, nor is it over here in Vaticanus. It's just assumed he's bringing his wrath upon the king of Assyria. But the shift here in third singular, trying to flatten out the first singular of the Hebrew tradition. But this Hebrew tradition is important because it's as if the Lord is interrupting Isaiah. Isaiah is reporting what the Lord's going to do, and then F code, I will bring upon, I will visit. But the Septuagint flattens it a bit, and we can read here in Vaticanus, Kai estai haton, when the Lord soon telese finishes, and we have here the nomina kurios pontopoion, all that he's going to do against Mount Zion. You can see Sion here, a little bit of a fading of a letter here, and against Jerusalem, epoxe from epago, he will bring upon. The Septuagint again is flattening this a bit, keeping consistent the speaker of Isaiah's reporting of what the Lord's going to do. But in the Hebrew tradition, Isaiah is speaking along here, and then there's this interruption, this divine interruption, so to speak, right here. I will bring upon the king of Assyria my wrath. For more instructional videos, go to biblicalstudiestoday.com. To study Greek or Hebrew with us, go to mbts.edu. See you next time.